man, it's been a while. It's been a hot minute since we gotten to talk.
Tell me
Northford
about it.
gatherings behind you.
Feels like only yesterday. It was a long yesterday.
I got the car fixed up.
Hey!
Little bit of community help there. Appreciate
Love to
that.
hear it, man. Love to hear it.
And I wish I could have been at the gathering with you, but I wasn't sitting idly on my hands.
Oh,
I've been workshopping some intros.
Oh, intros for what?
For the podcast.
You have a podcast?
We have a podcast. On the lookout with Popo and Kami.
But since when? What?
We've recorded like a half a dozen episodes, or more than half a dozen episodes, and the fake biddies.
You were recording that?
This is why I'm the straight man of the comedy group.
And I'm gay. You gotta pull this on me now. You're lucky that's all I'm pulling on you.
Hello there, all you guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome back on the lookout with Popo and Kami. I am Derek, aka Kami.
And I am Matt, aka Popo.
And this is welcome back to the shenanigans. That's the best way I can put it.
And it may not be by the time we upload this, but it is currently Pride Month, which you know what that means. Bend on over, touch them toes. I'll check if you're wearing panties, and if not, I get to pinch you. That's how that works, right?
No.
Well, then I am in trouble.
Yeah, HR said they wanted to talk to you.
We have an HR?
And I'm not talking about puffing stuff.
We have HR?
It's just a stuffed Pooh Bear sitting in an office that says you should do, with a sign that says you should do better.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. God, if I ever heard that from Winnie the Pooh, I'd just burst into fucking flames. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Father.
Okay, so we gotta get.
Father, for I've sinned. How many times do I have to tell you I'm sorry, Dad.
Daddy, I've been bad. People got the. We were talking about the North Forge gathering. People finally got the completely unbridled raw power of my voice in person. That was a fun experience.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sitting here talking to someone and they're like, Popo, 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 and I just spin around and go, can I help you?
Can I help you?
Can I help you?
I need a new pair of pants.
I do too. Want to go halvesies on a Speedo?
I need a new pair of pants. Brown or white?
Brown or white?
White.
Off eggshell. Ooh. Been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Oh, but no, we are back home.
We are back home. You are back home. I never left, but kind of awkward to do a podcast by myself unless it's for school assignments.
I mean, we're here in the void. Well, yeah, like all those fucking times you asked me to re-edit our intro, so it was just your name and not mine.
To be fair, you only needed to re-edit it once. I just used the same one for all 3 episodes.
Shh. Don't confuse the maggots with your logic. It's detrimental to my case.
Hey, we also did a bit where we were lawyers.
Yeah, we did. And we got an A.
And we got an A. We absolutely fucking did.
You're welcome for that.
All of that being said, by the way, for those of you that don't follow me specifically over on YouTube, you guys can go ahead and head on over to the YouTube. You can give me a follow, and there are solo episodes of On the Lookout. So it's On the Lookout with Kami instead of On the Lookout with Kami and Popo. They are much more structured, scripted. They are about very specific topics, and they're relevant topics to modern day. It was done for a class called Digital Diversity, and it basically talked about network sovereignty, which is the fact that there are several groups in America specifically, but kind of worldwide, that don't have the access to the internet that they need or deserve. as it should kind of be a universal right at this point in the structure of humanity. We talked about algorithmic bias, which is incredibly important with the rise of AI, and then we talked about basically AI policing, so predictive policing, and that one was fun because I did some hypercuts of like Minority Report and stuff like that, so that was fun. And then we also had a scene that we recorded from a play that I've decided I'm actually going to try and write the full play of, called A Worthwhile Lesson. I play a lawyer or a school teacher that is being brought up on charges of being divisive, named Thomas Worthwhile, and Popo there played the bailiff for all of, half
10 seconds.
And then he played an old crotchety Southern lawyer named Joseph Cromwell.
There's Joseph Cromwell for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
And we even got our boy IB Best Gaming in on that one as the judge. So
I've
interested.
I got to live out my cousin Vinny fantasies and say Utes instead of youth.
I did. I included that specifically for that reason, not for you, just for the cameo, the audible cameo there. But yes, so if you guys are interested in those are up on my YouTube. I actually will probably send the files to Popo, and maybe we can get those loaded up on the Patreon as well.
And I have to tell y'all this, and I'm not just saying this to glaze Kami. I don't need a reason for that. But when he first sent me the script for this, if I hadn't known any better, I could have sworn that this was a legitimate full playwright that he had just robbed a scene from, if not had already been adapted into one of the great courtroom movies out there, like 12 Angry Men, or My Cousin, To Kill a Mockingbird, My Cousin Vinny, which I do include in that list of great courtroom movies because it's one of the best.
Absolutely.
It's very well written.
I appreciate that.
Oh, I love it.
And like I said, I am gonna actually be working on developing it into a full play, which my goal for that, as much as I would love to be able to do it in a theater in person, and that will of course be a goal.
I'm sorry. Y'all are watching me. If y'all ever see me look down during this session and I'm looking at my phone, I'm not being distracted by social media. I'm waiting on Fox to show us his maid outfit.
This is true because this recording is the day before the made possible by viewers like you stream.
Yeah, you will. By this time, we will have all seen it, but
yes,
I will have seen it first.
This is true. And but yes, the made possible by viewers like you stream, because y'all did amazing, and you got Popo's GoFundMe up to the point where he was able to get the maid costume,
the maid
outfit.
That does remind me, since I posted that video, has anything happened to the GoFundMe?
Oh yes, I forgot. There is, and
No.
again, this video may be
nothing has happened to it.
This video may be outdated, it may not. But if we get this out before the end of July, if everyone gets gets Popo's GoFundMe, what did you say it was, to
50K?
50,000?
No,
50,000.
50K.
Yeah. So if you guys can get the GoFundMe to $50,000 before the end of July, he will go grocery shopping in the maid outfit.
I will.
And mind you, that is also a huge endeavor, because he's going to do that in July, which means in July in the Texas heat. And he already almost got heat exhaustion at the North Forge gathering.
And you have to remember, I'm also it's like my only options here are either Walmart or HEB. I could go to Target where no one would give a shit, but let's face it, that's no fun. So it's gonna have to either be Walmart or HEB. I'm leaning towards HEB because they got better produce.
HEB's got better produce, but Walmart has the website People of Walmart.
That's very true. That's very true.
Imagine you.
But I think they'll take my picture and then they'll go up and ask me, so what's your malfunction? Oh, I did this on a bet. Oh. Well, that's no fun. People.
This was made possible by my viewers.
Yeah, no. People. It's like, well, one day I woke up and realized I was a whore, and the exact price for my services was $30,000. And there are people willing to pay.
Pay
Really?
To play, baby.
Mm-hmm.
But before we started this, you were about to say something in regards to our patron saints that you drew your the inspiration of your character from, good sir. You were about to talk about good old Team 4-Star.
I was.
My question, let me make a guess here, and I'm sorry if it derails you, because I'm right. Are you about to mention the fact that Team 4-Star is going to be releasing Yu Yu Hakusho Abridged?
Oh, I'm here to tell you they've already released the first episode of Yu Yu Hakusho Abridged.
Excellent. Yes, I knew that it was. They were doing a convention together.
It is so good.
That does not surprise me. It's Team 4-Star. I didn't think that they'd miss a beat.
Oh, dude, they went right into
what they
heavy.
did with Boobits.
It's like, it must be one of King Yenma's child soldiers. Actually, he called me a spirit detective, if rose by any other name.
I'm gonna give you a gun just by.
I'm gonna give you a
You just
gun.
point your finger and say bang.
Well, I could always go hide out with my good friend Jeffrey Epstein's island. Ooh.
Now, we don't normally get political on this podcast, and I'm not going to let us get political, but I do have to say a joke that made me fall off my couch laughing.
Oh, do tell, do tell.
So, Donald Trump did not go to Don Jr.'s wedding in the Bahamas. So, imagine being Don Jr. and finding out you're the only kid that your dad wouldn't go to an island for.
Well, he can. It's really funny, but what's even funnier is the real reason why he couldn't go.
He just didn't want to.
No, they don't allow sex offenders on the island.
That is true.
He can't go.
All joking aside, by the way, heroes, that is legitimately true. The island, like in the Bahamas, that is a thing. If you are convicted of a sex crime,
You are not allowed to be there.
yeah, you are barred entry.
So he
And
couldn't
he
go.
is, need we remind everyone, he is convicted 34 times, and they are sexual offenses.
Well,
So,
it's
just that
30,
reminder.
34 times for fraud.
True. Well, we're all, I guess all
I-
34 of them were fraud.
Fraud. It was the sexual assault and all that stuff was a whole different case that he was convicted for that too.
And he was also convicted of that, that's true. That was the E.J. Carroll case.
Yes.
Right. E.J. Carroll. But
My
as I
knee
said,
itches like a
as I said,
motherfucker.
we are not about to fall into the trap of being two white guys with microphones talking about politics on a podcast.
No, we're gonna be two white guys with microphones talking about anime and comic books and video games. And speaking of, oh my god, I have never been so hyped to play someone's baby mama. God of War Lao Fei.
Yep. So, fun fact for
I get to play as the baddie that cracked Kratos. Fuck yes.
I'll say, fun fact for those of you watching, everybody and their mother, not everybody and their mother, but a very vocal minority, actually.
Everybody
are
in
shitting
Atreus
on the
is-
game already.
Everybody in Atreus' mother.
But no, a very vocal minority are already shitting on the game.
They're
And,
loud, aren't
yeah,
they?
No, how can you be so wrong and so loud at the same time?
Incredible.
Matt and I are not in that boat.
No.
Popo and I personally will probably not be playing the game. Just
I will.
for the fact that I've followed God of War since the original God of War. Actually, was the reason that my brother Mark was able to beat the Leviathan in the first God of War. He couldn't button mash fast enough. I could.
Okay, so there was there's a bit that I saw in the trailer where Faye is thrown into a cage and knocked down, but you see Kratos' hand reach out for her to help her up. And as she stands up, his eyes aren't focused on her. They're kind of looking past her a little bit. But then he disappears, and people are wondering, was that the moment Kratos entered the light of Alfheim? And some were saying, well, the time frame also lines up when Thor kills him in the beginning of the game of Ragnarok, but then brings him back. But here's the thing. The God of War Lao Fei is supposed to take place right after she dies. And, you know, a short time in the afterlife is a really long time in the, you know, the mortal realms, because when Kratos was in the light of Alfheim, he was only gone for mere seconds, but Atreus says he was gone for a really long time. Her whole journey in the afterlife is to help fix what's wrong with the afterlife, to ensure that Kratos and Atreus' journey plays out how she foresaw. So for them to, or for her to only be like a couple of hours into the afterlife and they're already in the events of Ragnarok doesn't really make a whole lot of sense.
Very true.
So I'm betting on the light of Alfheim.
I can agree with that. I would be interested, and what I am interested, is to see what other pantheon gods we're going to get, because it's already been confirmed.
We have the Mongolian and Egyptian.
Yep, I would say I sent it to you in a voice message, and I couldn't remember what the two were, but yeah, the Mongolian, the Egyptian gods.
I know it's Sekhmet, but I don't remember the Mongolian ones off the top of my head. It means armor, though.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But yes, so you get those gods of war we know, and what I wonder is if that is going to, if the ability of this game, if the backbone of this game is going to be to queue us up for future pantheon god of wars with Kratos.
Maybe. The thing is, like, from what I've learned, is that so they are in the afterlife of the gods. Yes. And everyone's like, well, what is Faye doing there? Jotuns kind of apparently occupy that same kind of space as gods.
And that it is very true to Norse mythology, because that's the thing.
She may have also been a god to her people in some respect, so
if you were praised as a god, I would assume that it counts you as a god.
It could also be how Kratos saw her.
She was his goddess.
Yeah, she was better than him, and he saw her as a better being than himself. Maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. I could just be speculating. But her being these are all gods that have died. This is the afterlife of the gods. Are we going to come across the Greek pantheon once again?
That's what I was wondering. And are we going to get her hearing from them just how terrible Kratos was? Because need we, like, let it be said, and you can call it a hot take if you want, but Kratos was not the hero of the God of War games.
No.
The original 3 God of War.
Not the intended.
He was the player character.
Yeah. He was
and you could argue... I would accept the argument that he was the lesser of 2 evils, but he was not a hero.
No, and I say not the intended hero. He had no intention of doing right by humanity. The first time, it was just revenge. The second story was revenge. And the third story was continuing the revenge from the second story.
Continuing the revenge from the second story and trying to make right what he had done.
But then finding out that it was his fault the gods turned on him in 2 from his events in 1, opening Pandora's box.
Yep.
Because the darkness got out and corrupted the gods. And then in his effort to kill them, he gives hope back to humanity. His one righteous act.
Yep.
But then his entire The God of War 2018 is him trying to redeem himself in some small way by taking on the role as an only parent, like a single, like, as, you know, the only parent that Atreus has left, which, you know, let's face it, he actively tried to avoid him for most of his adolescence.
Indeed. I mean, the problem is that he adopted the Norse lifestyle, but was very much still a Spartan.
Yes.
And Spartan culture.
And people
Spartan
wonder.
fathers loved their sons. Don't get me wrong.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. People have, it's been a while since people have asked this. Why does Kratos talk like that? And it's like, okay, you have to understand, Kratos is not speaking Greek. He is speaking whatever language they're supposed to be speaking in this game. Scandinavian, essentially. Yeah. It's not too far out of the way to assume that he learned the proper, like, traditional speech. He doesn't have the tongue for slang. He doesn't have the tongue for subtlety.
And the other thing is, if you are not a native speaker of a language, as someone who does not fluently but does speak a little bit of Spanish, I can't speak Spanish as fast as a native Spanish speaker.
No,
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú? Like, I can pull off some things and speak to some speed, but I can't rattle off quickly. It's just not an acquired thing.
It's the same way when English is a second language to people. The English they speak, they might say it's like, I'm sorry for my poor English, and it's very strong, structured, solid English. It's just not, I guess, a domesticated English. Like, it's not like there's no use of slang. There's very few contractions. There's, no shortcuts that the common tongue users would, implement.
It's that, and as someone who, is an English major and who has done a little bit of study with linguistics that comes with that, it's also cultural. So I'm going to use Russian as the best example here. This is why when you hear Russians, they will not say, you need to go to the dinner table. They will say, you go dinner table.
I mean, that says it all right there.
Russian language does not need as many words. So even though they're learning English, they've learned the proper English words for what they're saying. Like another example would be, let's say they're shopping somewhere. We may go for a longer sentence and, oh, well, how much is this?
Yeah.
Someone that has learned English but is natively Russian.
I give them the bow.
How much?
I give them the bow right. Very nice. How much?
Very nice. How much? But that's the thing. How much? And I want you to think about that for us, because I know, kind of comes with the territory of living in Texas. When we speak Spanish, if we're talking to someone that is a native Spanish speaker and they're selling something, we don't want to try and be disrespectful or, force them. Let's say we don't know how much English they speak, but we would, say, why am I spacing on how to say how much? I believe it's just cuantos, because cuantos años is how many years. So yeah, just cuantos. That's, you're asking how much. If you're asking someone how old they are, we're not gonna say cuantos años et tú. We're just gonna say cuantos años. You're gonna cut it short because that's
it's like,
it needs to be said.
You don't need to say yo hablo. It's just hablo. You wouldn't say tú hablas. It's just hablas.
Yep.
Because hablo is hablas is.
That's the thing. If you're asking them, hablas inglés, you wouldn't say tú hablas inglés.
¿Tú hablas inglés? Do you speak Spanish?
You.
You wouldn't do
Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's time to no.
I'm gonna play my blue eyes wide dragon. Dan, Wendy wants to say that you're. Wendy, Stan says you're.
I still love to tell the story of the I showed you this shit because I remember we were playing. You got me turned on to the whole Yu-Gi-Oh duel thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was playing that one guy with the Blue Eyes White Dragon deck, and he pulled off like the 17 card combo to get Blue Eyes Ultimate out there. And then I played Monster Reborn to get his Blue Eyes Solid Dragon, and then immediately destroy the other one.
Yep.
Out of his graveyard, and then he fucking rage quit.
And concede.
That's still the greatest
No,
moment I've had in that game.
No, okay, and this was a segment we said we were going to try and do. We were going to talk about, certain TikToks that have come across our feed. There is a guy, I think I've sent it to you. If I haven't, I'll have to go back and grab it. There is a guy that has been doing Yu-Gi-Oh! As if they were playing, but they're playing Magic the Gathering. So he has done a duel of Kaiba versus Joey, but they're playing Magic instead of playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
I don't know if I saw that.
And I am 8 million times here for it, because he did so good. Not only did he get the concept down perfectly, now mind you, I'm also not a huge Magic the Gathering nerd, you know that.
Yeah.
But I know enough. I know enough to understand it.
I know enough to piss Rusty off, that's for sure.
I know enough to understand. But the bigger thing is, coming from a voice actor, my God, I could have believed that the voice actor for Joey was actually doing this.
You nailed down that young Bostonian street tough, man.
And you've got Joey Wheeler.
You've got my blue eyes my red eyes black dragon.
For my sister, Serenity.
Yeah. You're only a half pitch away from like Joey Wheeler being Bugs Bunny.
For my sister, Serenity.
I'm gonna play my blue eyes white dragon. Wait, I don't have one of those.
Get the red eyes black dragon. Why is it gotta be black? Oh my God, Joey, you can't ask why your card is black.
Joey, you can't ask why your dragon is black.
Yu-Gi-Oh's racist. In what universe is the white dragon more capable than the black one?
It's true. But the white one also costs more.
That's true.
And I bet if you put the holograms next to each other, the black one's bigger.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Well, and I'm just saying, Red Eyes has a metal morph form, so you can give your black dragon a grill.
Okay, stop it. I'm pulling the plug on that one right now. We were talking about God of War, for fuck's sake.
This is true. We were. Which I think what it boils down to is we're both very excited.
Okay, the cube's name is Pharanque. His name is Frank. Frank. His name is Frank. They call him Frank.
Let me be frank.
And I can't remember the guy's name, but he was in The Boys. The dude who played Huey.
Oh God, okay.
Yeah, it's him.
Okay, I'm
From
here for
The Boys.
that. I'm fucking here for that.
And then she's like, then there's the thing, the sword. The sword is not what's talking. It's the ribbon.
I love it.
She goes, but you're magic. She goes, you're a talking sword. He goes, I'm not the sword. I'm obviously the ribbon. The sword's just attached to the ribbon.
This is true. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see where they go with it. I am a little sad that the next chapter of God of War is not anything to do with Kratos, but we got 5 games.
I am loving it for the lore.
Exactly.
Because some people said, well, wouldn't it have been more of a better idea to explore Lao Fei's past? And it's like, well, who's to say we won't get that in this, in little tidbits? But we've heard her legends. We know how that story ends.
Exactly.
How does this end now? Lao Fei is not guaranteed eternal rest in this place. We don't know how it's going to end for her.
Precisely. So I will be very curious to see where they take it. I'll be curious to see what they leave open for future games, whether that will be with Lao Fei, which I hope I will say this, because of exactly what you just said, that we already know her story, and this is the afterlife for her. And we know that she doesn't randomly come back because we didn't get that at the end of God of War Ragnarok. I hope that this is a one-off. I hope that this is not a start of a trilogy of Lao Fei games or something. I would very much like to. I want to see her story. I want to see where they go with this. And I'm hoping that what they leave us off with is either able to connect to another character in a different pantheon, lead us back to Kratos going to a different pantheon, or leading us back to the story of Atreyu.
Well, see, and here's the thing. I could honestly see that because of how they did it, we had God of War like 1, 2, 3, the offshoot games, Chains of Olympus and whatnot. There was even a 2D side-scroller remake of the first game, or might have been the first couple of games that they came out with that looked really good. But when it moved on to the Norse, it was God of War. Didn't have a number.
Yep.
People call it by the year. It was God of War 2018 when it released. And then we had God of War
and the only reason
Ragnarok.
Exactly. And the only reason they call it God of War 2018 is because we have the original God of War. So
yeah. Now we had, then after that we got God of War Ragnarok. Not a number.
Subtitle.
But a subtitle. Now we have, that was its own, the Ragnarok didn't encompass multiple games. It was its own epic, and it ended that story. Then now we have God of War Lao Fei. I don't think it's going to span more than that one game because this is her story.
Exactly.
Now later down the line, we might get God of War Atreus.
And I'd be okay with that. Hell, I would even be okay, because technically speaking, if I remember... No, it would have to be Tyr specifically. I was gonna say, I believe Thor actually encompasses the God of War title in Norse mythology for a period, but no, it's Tyr. But I'd even be okay with that. I'd be okay with God of War Tyr.
Yeah. Well, we got that with Valhalla.
I know, but still.
Yeah.
Give me things before Kratos showed up.
Oh, no, that'd be...
Tyr was... In Norse mythology, Tyr was not to be fucked with.
Because it's not too far to assume that Kratos, now that he's seen how the people see him, and he's taken into this, especially by the end of Ragnarok, he's taken into this new position as a god of hope.
Yep.
For these new lands. He's not going anywhere. Atreus and Angerboda, they're still traveling. Who's to say they're not going to find new lands?
And correct me if I'm wrong, since you played the games. Atreus is Loki, correct?
Yes.
So
Lao Fei had first told that his name was going to be Loki, and introduced, not really him, but her vision of him to her people under the name of Loki. Wanted to name him Loki, but Kratos was like, "No, Atreus." Boy.
It's a beautiful name.
For those that
don't... beautiful name, my love. What does it mean?
Boy. I knew a man named Atreus. Good man. The only Spartan who ever smiled. He had them good goods. The best mushrooms. For those that don't know this, Kratos calls Atreus boy so much in 2018's God of War. They had not settled on what his name was going to be till like the game was halfway done. They didn't realize they were going to name him Atreus, so they didn't have a name for him. Therefore, Kratos just calls him boy. Boy. Atreus.
Still, I will say though, one of the greatest, and it's a single in-line quote, but Kratos has one of the coldest yet warmest lines ever. Do not be sorry.
You got to. Was it the "You're hunting deer" line?
No. Do not be sorry.
I thought when you said coldest, I was thinking it was the "Return my son to me, or you will meet the god I once was."
That is also the
That's
coldest
a
one.
oh, especially when people did that smooth. When after you beat Ragnarok, you get the ability to play it as the OG Kratos design. And someone did it to like he's like, "Return my son to me, or you may meet the god I once was." And as he's doing that, it like transitions from like the older Kratos to like the younger one, and I'm like, God, if only.
Yes.
If only.
I mean, that line is right up there with segue, showing our nerd, all of our nerd flags here. That line is like in line with fucking Doctor Who. Good men don't need rules. Pray that you don't learn why I have so many.
Yeah. Speaking of Kratos,
Yes.
I want to bring this up here. I'm pretty sure I told you about this. I might have, I might not have. We haven't had much of a chance to talk.
Almost like the joking intro was actually true. There was so much going on.
There really was. So you know I came home with a sword.
Mhm.
The Black Bastard sword.
Yes.
Which, beautiful marketing strategy. It just had a sticker on it that said Black Bastard, and I was like, that one.
I
But
brought home a black bastard
sword.
sword.
However, Scuba Steve told me that he wanted to make me a sword.
Okay.
And I told him I've always wanted a hand-forged katana, which is his specialty, so I will be getting a hand-forged katana from him.
You were telling me about
by
that.
the next
And then
one.
you were also telling me that Undead Armory
Undead Armory
I'm
is
guessing what you were getting
looking
into when
to
you
make
said,
me
speaking of Kratos.
is looking to make me a Popoified God of War style leather armor set. And I specifically asked the God of War, like the starting armor set, just the pauldron with the straps, the belt, and all that.
Okay.
Which is why I am looking to lose weight this summer and try to bulk up a little bit so that when the next gathering does roll around, I don't look like the god of s'mores. So,
Kratos spending a little too much time at the Waffle House.
well, there's not much to do after Atreus left.
The god of s'mores.
The god of s'mores.
You know, this whole god of hope thing, I don't really fight anymore. People keep having feasts for me, and it's rude if you don't eat the food.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it. Someone's now wishing to make sweet, sweet love to a female Gardevoir. They're getting the pistol. Like, I'm not even stopping myself from that. I was like, okay, now in order to complete that, I need you to look at the flowers. Okay, just stare at the flowers. If it helps, I'll tell. If it helps, I'll tell you about the rabbits.
There's no laws against the Pokemon, Popo.
There's no laws against the Pokemon, Popo. Yeah, I don't care.
The way you just did that was the best hybrid of Vegeta and Joker ever.
Yeah.
So, because of it being Popo, I just imagine Vegeta. There's no laws against the Pokemon, Popo.
There's no laws against the Pokemon, Popo. Yeah, I don't care. Nobody cucks me in my lookout. That's my bitch.
Jinx! Jinx!
Shut up, bitch.
You love it.
You love it.
Still love that is your fucking, that's your subscription sound, if I remember correctly. That's not the follow, because the follow is just hi.
It's the Jinx, Jinx, Jinx. Shut up, bitch. You love it. Yeah, because they're my new sub.
They're your new stuff.
So they're my new sub. We're the maggots. No, you're Jinxes. You're all Jinxes.
No, see, my one of my sub ones is me going, I always feel like somebody's watching me. And now I know who it is. Thanks for subscribing.
Thanks for subscribing. I have a whole bunch of other bits that I want to add because I'm gonna put exclamation point flared And that's going to be another video that pops up. It's like, panic, no panic, going flared bass. Flared what?
Flared what? I love that Badge 502 just seemed to materialize in the background there.
He's like... We wanted him to get, like, he just happened to be there. We were looking for him earlier. And he just happened to walk up while we were filming the last part of that. But we wanted him to be in the back of the scene going like this.
Because it's Flared bass. Yeah, no, I might actually have to toss you like $5 to record something here, because I wanted to do the the Usher song, "Daddy's Home, Home for." I wanted that to be an ultra rare for when someone subscribes. Is just having that song be what plays. Oh, Daddy's home.
Daddy's home.
They
So
say
I might
Daddy's home.
See, I may have you do that, but I want it in like Vegeta's voice.
Say Daddy's home.
Son, why do they even think I'm a homosexual?
So, you mentioned having me record something. Do you want me to tell you what Villain Support has recently asked of me? They have not asked me for. They have not given me a script, but they asked me to send some voice clips. Well, one of them is Venom.
We are Venom.
You a loser, Eddie, like me. And I tried to get them to go to J-Star Voices.
That's the red one.
I tried to get them to go to J-Star Voices for Venom, because that's his shtick.
Yes.
But Chris is very much like, if you can do it, I'm just going to send it to you. I was like, all right. But that's not what they did. They didn't. I'm going to tell you what they had me say as Venom. I'm going to do it as Venom, purely as Venom. And you're going to guess who they want to get Venomized. Which is another voice that I had to do. And it's one I'm very good at.
Hey.
Gorsh, I didn't mean to eat that guy. Oh, yeah.
You did tell me that they asked if you could do Goofy, and your response is, "You don't even watch my videos, do you?"
Yeah. Gorsh, well, I didn't mean to eat that guy.
Why do I have a very bad feeling? No,
You
they're not
and
going to
me
reach out
both.
to me because they're not going to reach out to me because they fucking haven't for the last few Stitch videos. But I was going to say, why do I have a bad feeling? The second I have to talk like this.
I don't know. I do not know.
Because they do everything to Stitch.
Story mentions me. Oh, guys, yeah, someone posted my fucking Vegeta video in their story.
Of course they did. Of course they did.
Because we are now at 20.4 thousand views on that video on Instagram. We talk about blowing the fuck up.
Pride, motherfuckers! Yeah, oh God, my pride is blinded
Happy
me.
Pride! My blood! My blood in me!
It's like, you think Vegeta gives a shit about your gender? Show up in pants, show up in a skirt for training. He doesn't care. He'll probably commend you on the proper choice of, wearing a skirt. It's like, yeah, it's actually very smart. More freeing for the legs. Very good for kicks.
But I can see your balls. There's a problem.
I can see your balls. Good strategy. It's distracting me.
It's distracting me.
Why are they
Why are
shaved?
they headless?
Why is your monkey hairless? Yeah, no, dude, it's to kind of go off topic here. I know, which is so fucking out of character for us.
This train has a lot of stops.
The Gathering had a lot of moments that I wouldn't replace them with anything in the world. I'm not here to bitch about them, but I do find humor in most everything that involves me, because funny shit just keeps happening to me, and it is more so that happened to No Panic Button. a lot of creators couldn't go more than a few steps before getting swarmed by people.
Were you about to tell the bathroom story?
No, not my bathroom story. Mark's, no panic buttons. The bathroom story that he told in his video legitimately happened. It was not bullshit. There really was somebody waiting outside the bathroom stall, and then when he came out, they were hoping he hadn't flushed yet. That all actually fucking happened. But a few more things that did happen, because there are moments like when you're starving, right? You're really hungry and you're trying to go from, here to maybe 20 feet over in that direction. Yeah, I hope you didn't plan to eat in the next hour, because you're not going to.
By the way, in case the person that was hoping Mark hadn't flushed is one of our maggots that watches this podcast, be it on YouTube or on the Patreon.
That'd be a little all too appropriate. They'd be called a maggot at that point.
I just want, especially coming from me, because I normally call them heroes. But yeah, if you are part of our community and are watching this podcast, be it on YouTube or on the Patreon, I just want you to know that God is disappointed in you.
I am too. That's weird. I actually got reached out to today by one of the gentlemen who was talking to me while we were waiting in line at the toilet. The conversation did cease even when we were standing next to each other at the urinal.
Nice cock.
Nice cock. Yeah, we didn't talk to each other during that part, but after we got back outside, we talked for a bit. Very cool dude. He reached out to me on TikTok today, and he was like, "Yeah, I was the guy with the hat and the flannel outside the bathroom," and I knew immediately who it was. Then he sent me a picture. I was like, "Bro, I knew who you were from the description." You didn't have to show me the picture. I remembered you. I don't usually go take a piss next to a man and then hug him outside the stall.
Aw, I thought that was something special we shared.
No, we hugged in the stall.
That's true.
Motherfucker, we shared a room together.
So everyone knows that's not actually
No.
true.
No, it's like tent stuff. It never actually happened.
It never actually.
Fucking this last gathering, Rusty kept trying to get me to go to his tent.
I have a headache.
The last fucking day, he's like, "Hey man, I know your ankle and your knee are fucked up. Do you want to can you still come down?" No, dude, I'm not fucking moving from this spot. And then
at that point, both of your ankles and knees were fucked up.
No, it was the same ankle and the same knee 2 days in a fucking row.
Oh, I thought it was one and then the
no,
other.
it was the right
day.
ankle. Okay. I went to go down to his camp, which was bullshit. They put the camp down there in the first place. I rolled my ankle on a rock that was hidden under some leaves. As my right ankle rolled, left knee got scraped. And then the next day, right ankle rolled again, re-scraped the fucking left knee.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. It still fucking hurts. And
what's the dog doing?
Yeah, what's the dog doing? At that point, I didn't want to go anywhere. Funny, yeah, I know. Exactly. I stayed at the tavern for the rest of the day. And, then we had the, fucking, chats and the games and all that fun stuff. And, big shout out to that armored guy 02. He's a fucking trooper, man. Dude hung out with me after that. Went and got me some ibuprofen, and we were down in the same camp, but he did help walk me back down to the campsite at the end of the night just to make sure I could make it. He's a real dude.
Shout out on the podcast.
Yeah. He was also, I was like, has anyone seen that armored guy? And that's what I was calling him out. And they're like, oh, you mean Chambers? No, the other one. He was in the video. He was in the video that I did with Chambers about turn-based combat.
It's not our turn. It's not our turn. It's not our turn.
What are you doing? It's not our turn. He was the guy with the full plate. He would wear that shit all day, and he's wearing a gambeson underneath all that. I'm like, dude. For the love of God, go put on some regular clothes. He's like, but you're all, yeah, this is fabric, my guy. Like, this shit breathes. This is this is a cardigan, okay? Go put on some real fucking clothes.
It really wasn't your turn.
It really wasn't. He cheated. But the next day, like, I could get up, I could walk very, very slowly, mind you. Rusty was still like, hey man, can you come up here to the front gate? Okay, so let's see. If this part here is the front gate of the gathering, my campsite is back here.
Yeah, it's still, you were telling me, it's still a fucking trek.
Yeah. His camp was like right up here. But they didn't apparently have time. They didn't have time to come all the way down to where I was. So they asked if I could come up there. So I started hobbling up there, and people are stopping.
I'm going to quote the great bard. I believe her name was Fergie. Could you meet me halfway?
Yeah, no. And I said that, and he never got back to me. So I started walking up there, and then by the time I get within, maybe 30, 40 yards, I can make out where they are on the other side of the fence, and they're just standing there next to the car bullshitting. Oh, I went off on him. I started yelling, you have me hobbling my fucking lame ass all the way up here, and y'all just standing around the fucking car jerking each other off. Get the fuck over here.
By the way, for any maggots or heroes that want to try and correct Popo on self-deprecation there, oh, you're not lame. No, he literally means lame, as in
bum leg.
Immobile. Yeah, as in immobile, as in
sorry.
Bum leg. Yeah, he's not calling himself lame as in like shitty.
No, calling myself lame as in crippled.
As in Dr. House.
Yes. And goddamn, he's like, oh, we're gonna miss you, man. I'm gonna miss you a little bit less after the shit you just made me pull. Come all the fucking way up here. And then big shout out to Copper Sprite and her man, because they patched me up. After I got back down, I took a shower, and then I met them at Norse Camp, which was real close to the bathrooms, and they wrapped my ankle for support, and they put some bandages on my knee, since it was exposed.
I'm gonna miss you, man. I'm gonna miss you too. You better pray I can't reload.
Yeah. You better pray my aim doesn't get better. And then after giving him the fucking $500 and hearing how, he's like, well, it's gonna be tight because that money I thought we had for emergency is not there anymore, and I'm just like, I have money troubles. A lot of people have money troubles. I don't have that level of money troubles.
I don't have that level of money troubles. Let's just say, I guess next time you should make sure to get things in ink.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna leave that one there.
Yeah. I'm not editing this out. Whenever you're ready, buddy, you can come tell me where that money came from. We need to get on Fox's ass about his idea to have us all go up to get a B&B up in the mountains somewhere or near a lake and just fucking party all weekend. When are we doing that shit?
Party all the time. Party all the time. Fucking go Eddie Murphy on this bitch.
No.
Did I just make it deep? Did I just make an Eddie Murphy deep cut on?
You
on the
did.
Lookout with Pokemon Comedy? Yes,
you
yes,
fucking
I
did. You fucking did, dude. But yeah.
Please peep the skin tone, by the way.
I'm a little darker than you, but I think that's just the lighting.
It's Popo slowly peeking out.
Someone once asked me if I had a little black in me, and I said no, but on occasion I do find a little of myself in some black.
And that's when Sai smacked you upside the head.
No, I've gotten smacked. Oh shit, she's coming.
Oh, shit.
She heard me.
I mean, the funny thing is, we always call her an Amazonian warrior princess because she is just that fucking tall.
Yeah.
So you say, "Oh God, she's coming," and all I can think is fucking Futurama. Death by snoo snoo.
I fucking wish.
He went doing what he loves.
You think we get anything like that done in this house with those two fucking assholes running around here?
No, you did it twice. That's about all you get.
It's like
Popo's got proof. Popo's got proof that he had sex 3 times.
I have a jar and two sons.
2 sons, or as Mark would call them, feral pet cream pies.
Yes. Cameron definitely.
I'm telling you, dude, though, how intelligent that boy is. My nephew is going to find the cure for cancer. The problem is he's also the feral enough that he's gonna be like, I don't know where I put it.
Well, see, he knows this. Like, Derek knows this. Y'all don't. So my wife calls me into the bedroom. Don't get excited, okay? I knew the kids were home. She's getting their bath ready, and she goes, Matt, you need to come in here and look at your son. I walk in here. He has turned on the front light and propped it up against one of the Popo statues on my table. He turned on that Gengar light. He's turned on the computer. He turned on the microphone. He has the headset on, and he's sitting here in my chair playing with the mouse on the home screen.
My response to this news was, is this your way of telling me I'm getting a new co-host on the podcast?
Fucking right. But then this afternoon, right before
this podcast,
I go to put my glasses on to come back here. He sees me put my glasses on, and it's already dark in the house, so he runs back here, turns on this light, turns on that light, pulls my chair in front of the computer, turns on the laptop, turns on the microphone. And then as soon as I sit down in the chair, he's like, okay, bye, Dad. And he leaves. He's 2.
The only way it would have been more startling is if he had said, have a good stream.
Like, he knows, like, what I do. And this is like what I say, like, I have so much hope for Cameron. The boy is so fucking perceptive and so fucking capable at such a young age. And meanwhile, Sean is like, okay, son, you have an infection on your finger. Stop sticking your fingers in your mouth.
But it hurts, and this makes it feel better.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does momentarily, and then you're going to get that infection in your stomach, and you're going to be shitting your brains out for.
And then the doctor's like, okay, so what we're going to do for that is you're going to soak it in some Epsom salt baths. I was like, okay. He's going to take a antibiotic twice a day for the next 7 days. Okay. We're also going to give him an ointment. And I was like, just lop off the fucking finger at this point, dude. Like,
just give him a prosthetic.
You fucking hell. Give him one that's going to shock him every time it puts it in his mouth.
All right, now, Sean, you need to firmly grasp the handle.
Firmly grasp it.
Firmly grasp it. I love my nephew to the ends of the earth. Don't get me.
We're overselling it. He's getting better.
Oh, he's getting phenomenally better. He is leaps and bounds. The OT and the speech is doing great, but I swear, he is Patrick in that scene from SpongeBob. All right, now put your hand on the lid. The lid.
The lid.
The lid.
The lid.
The lid. The lid. The lid. The lid. Stop!
I swear to God, one of these days, I will slip up and ask him, how stupid are you? When he really gets me frustrated. He's going to look me dead ass in the eyes and go, it varies.
It varies. You're going to pull a Squidward one day and he's going to straight up Patrick you. You're going to go. Don't you need to be stupid somewhere else?
Not till 4. But no, because, like, you know, on some days he'll be like, Dad, and I'm like, what? And he tries to talk, but it's not English. It's not anything. He's babbling. I'm like, Sean, focus on your words. But then, like, when we're at the doctor's office today, and the lady's like, "Are you Sean?" He goes, "Yes, I'm Sean. What's your name?" She's like,
Lindsay.
"It's Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay." And then she goes, "Okay, what seems to be the problem?" And it's his middle finger on his right hand that has a little paronychia. And he goes, "My finger hurts."
Sean, stop showing people your hurt
I
finger.
was like, "Sean, stop flipping off the nice nurse, please." But then he's like walking down the aisle, like after like they get him. Sean, by the way, at 5 years old, is 4'1" and 70.4 pounds. And as we're walking down the hallway after finding that out, he's all these nurses that are at the nurses station. He's like, "My finger hurts. My finger hurts." And he's like holding it like this. He's not like, straight flipped, but he's holding his finger like this. And he's like, "My finger hurts." So he's kind of pseudo flipping off everybody that's walking past him. I'm like, "Sean, I will cut the finger off if you don't put it away."
It's not socially acceptable.
It's like, I know you don't realize you're doing anything bad right now, but it's not a nice thing to do.
But mind you, he's also young enough that
He
no
could get
one's
away
going,
with
"Oh my
it."
god, he's flipping me off." Everyone's going, "Oh, it's so cute."
Oh, fucking hell, dude. He was watching this show on YouTube, and these people are doing, like, they modded the character in GTA to be a crash test dummy. It doesn't bleed or anything. So it's like, okay, it's non-graphic, it's fine. And it's like doing the crashes, but then the motorcycle runs by somebody, and she goes, "You're a fucking asshole." And I'm like perked up. I'm like, "Oh, we can't do that." She goes, "She called him a fucking asshole." I'm like, "Sean, no."
Sean, no.
Goddamn echolalia. It's like, "I know what she said. I know." And he's like, I go to change it, and I go to change it, and he's like, "No, don't change it." I was like, "Okay, but you gotta promise me you won't say anything that they say in this video." He goes, "Okay." And he hasn't yet.
Mr. O'Shields, we're gonna need to come pick Sean up. Why? He told somebody they're a fucking asshole?
And you think that that's my problem when it was probably y'all's ghetto ass that taught him that shit?
Mr.
Everyone,
O'Shields, we need
it's like, "Mr. O'Shields, we would appreciate it if you stopped calling our daycare ghetto. Y'all had to lock down the daycare 6 weeks ago because some guy got mad at his drug dealer and shot him down in his own house a block and a half away. Don't fucking tell me that you ain't."
I mean, yeah, there's that. There's also, you dumbasses couldn't be bothered to pay enough attention to all of your students, or we won't call them students because it's a daycare.
Let's not get my blood boiling over that again.
Yeah.
They weren't watching my son and he ran into traffic.
Exactly. For those of you that don't follow on TikTok, because there are probably some of you. Yeah, Sean went. They had a field trip for his daycare, and it was just to like a little local park to see cop cars and stuff like that. And Sean, not known for eloping, it's not a common thing for him. Eloped
Not really.
and went running into traffic, and they didn't know until they heard brakes squealing and a horn honking. Luckily, Sean is fine. Sean did not get hit. There was no injury to the boy at all. But there was almost some injury to everyone that works in that daycare.
I had to promise I wouldn't go over there.
Now, I will say, because I can speak from an educator's standpoint, being a paraeducator myself, and this was a common thing that actually came up in the comments, and that is, God, why didn't they have someone watching him?
It's
Devil's
a daycare.
advocate here, and I would say devil's advocate, and even Matt has said this as the one who's pissed off because it's his son. It is a daycare. It's not a school. Yes, being a daycare and having education that happens within the daycare, they have access to his IEP and things like that. But here's the thing. If he is not known for eloping, that would not be on his IEP. And as Matt says in the video, he can't think of any time that he has heard of Sean just running away from someone that was looking after him.
They told me that he does this at the daycare. And I was like, okay, he doesn't do this at school. He doesn't do this when I'm around. He only seems to do it with them. So what is the common factor here?
It's not noted in his IEP that he's an elopement issue.
It doesn't.
Which means that it does not happen at school.
He doesn't run away from his therapist. He doesn't run away from his teachers. He doesn't run away from his classmates. He doesn't run away from either me or his mom or his nana. He doesn't run away from anybody. Now, if he asks me, can I go play? I'll say, yes, I'll be here watching you. Then he'll take off in the appropriate direction. But for him to just run away from a group is so without any kind of provocation is very unlike him. And I already don't trust these motherfuckers at all. When Cameron was still like an infant, they had him in the newborn, like the newbies room, and they had this woman in there who's like in her mid to late 80s, and she's struggling to pick up a fucking 6-month-old. And I honestly thought she was going to drop the kid. And then when she puts them on the changing table, she doesn't strap them down, so they're just kind of flopping and rolling and almost rolling off the damn table. Hell, one time I walked by, she's trying to change Cameron, he's almost rolled off the table. I'm like, hey! And she looked at me and I said, the kid! And I didn't realize it was Cameron at first. And then she turns around, she's like, oh! And she like corrects him. He was this close to just rolling flat off the fucking table. And I went and I told the lady that runs the place, hey, she has no fucking business being back there with them kids. She can't lift them. She's not paying enough attention to them. She's not following the proper safety protocols. Like, you can't have her back there with them. And she's like, I'll look into it. I'll look into that. Bitch was there for another 6 fucking months before they finally got her out of there. And it's like the whole story they were trying to tell me is like, oh well, you know, she just doesn't have anything to do, so they like to give her this or that. I don't give a flying fuck about somebody who's already had the chance to live their life compared to the safety of these kids. It's like, oh, she doesn't have any fucking thing to do. Okay. Is that what you're going to tell the parents of these children when something inevitably happens to them because she can't fucking do her job? She might have been great back in her day, but she can't do it anymore.
And here's my solution, because what you're saying all is entirely valid. Why are you not having her with the older kids, where she doesn't need to lift them, where she's not changing their diapers, where, like, great, she's there to discipline and to, you know, keep an eye out and keep an ear out. Great. That's all well and good. If she does not have the physical capabilities, why are you putting her with infants that she literally has to lift?
And Kami can tell y'all, like, my, you know, albeit juvenile humor does come from a very childlike heart. Like, I'm still very much a kid at heart. I see myself as a champion for the young because I still remember very much what it was like to be that age.
Yeah,
Like that is never.
young people.
I do love the young people, but not like that. Like in a
How many
whole,
times do
like
we have to teach you
like,
this lesson, old man?
like in a wholesome grandfather sort of way. But very much like I'm always the first person to like speak up on this shit when at this daycare, especially. Never have this problem at the school at all. His teachers are great, but you know, at this fucking daycare, like I just see all these people there. None of them have any fucking business being around kids, if you ask me. Hell, they're fucking the one lady that works in the fucking cafeteria walked out one day. Right after breakfast, left no one there to handle lunch. It's like, what even is this fucking place? And I would absolutely take him somewhere else, take both my kids somewhere else, if I could afford to go anywhere else.
Childcare is expensive as hell.
It is. Because yeah, we pay like what with Cameron there, it's still like $400 a month. With Sean going there, it's $800 a month. But and there is like, well, that's not that bad. I know it's not. Most other fucking places are like $3,000 a month. And they've got waiting lists like a year long.
By the way, just to emphasize something here, heroes. A month. We're not talking an annual cost. We're talking a month.
But apparently some of them are like, oh, well, if you go to a certain church, you get a discount. Yeah, fuck off. They have a chapel in this daycare, and they've been taking my kids to chapel, even though I told them don't do that shit.
Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the same daycare that Grandma was working at?
This is the same daycare that Grandma works at.
Works at, okay. So,
which is another thing. She could watch the kids, but for some bullshit that's going on right now, she hasn't had her own house to herself for well over a month now. With, you know, family from her first husband showing up because another one of that side of the family has passed away, and now they're all coming in and out of her house, and found out two of my wife's aunts, that she knows one of them and barely knows the other, are over at her mom's house, and they were fighting. Not with her mom, but with each other. And I was like, I'll go over, you say the word, I'll go over there right fucking now. I'll toss both of them out.
Park Tuesday.
Like, we ain't having that shit. One of them's like, well, fine, I'll just fucking go home. And apparently she lives up in Fort Worth. So, yeah, you drove down here 2 hours to yell at your fucking sister.
Fine, I'll just go home. Dude,
leave. Get the fuck out. And then I was going to ask her, I was like, well, she goes, well, and then the other aunt's leaving at the end of the week. And I was like, oh, okay, you're going to take some time to yourself, or did you want to come visit the boys? Oh, no, I'm going to go meet this man that I've been talking to. I was like, oh, of course you are. God, we're so eager to get that third little tally mark up there, aren't we?
Grandma's in her O phase.
She's gone through 2 husbands.
Grandma's in her sickle phase.
I'll say this: with my original
Still a gardening tool, but
with
with
my original father-in-law, which I have, there's no love lost there. You know, he was getting treatments for cancer, and then he fell getting out of the shower, and it caused a lot of internal bleeding, and he just passed away. No, don't even feel sorry for that. I don't even want to hear any fucking condolences for that. He was a piece of shit of a human being.
He had it coming.
He really did.
Had it coming.
He said, you shouldn't speak ill of the dead. I'm not speaking ill of the dead. I'm telling the truth on the dead. If it sounds ill, it's because he was a shitty human being, and he spent his whole life being so.
Indeed.
And then her second husband, who I actually liked, was a good man. He passed away the night of his birthday. After the birthday party, and he went to bed. He had a heart attack in his sleep.
I remember you telling me about that. That was a rough one.
That fucked me up. I have no idea who this other person is that she's talking to. She's apparently gone camping with him, and none of us have met him.
Because that's not alarming at all.
No, it's not. Apparently not. Why would it be a problem?
Shouldn't be startling at all. Going into the woods with a stranger.
I mean, she wasn't dumb about it. She told us exactly where she was going to be. She left us a GPS pin. She left us several numbers for contacts if she doesn't get back to us within a certain point in time.
I mean, still, the best precaution you could take is just not fucking
going.
doing it.
And I was like, yes, because, you know, she's going camping. I can't even get Sai to agree to go to a gathering because she's afraid she's going to have to camp. And again, the Norse Forge gathering of the nerds, not the fucking Juggalo shit. Got so many people. Are you talking about the Juggalo gathering? Nobody talks about the fucking Juggalo gathering. I forget you people fucking exist.
We do not have Juggalo homies, thanks. Sorry.
No. I might. But it's not the reason I'm homies with them. Trust me, if I do, I don't even know who they are.
We are not part of the Insane Clown Posse.
Posse? I've been getting that wrong for a while.
Posse.
I've been getting that wrong for a long time.
Popo, have you
What?
been out here asking people where you can find some videos of Insane Clown Pussy?
Possums.
Oh, okay.
Fucking pervert.
Insane Clown Possums.
Nasty bitch. But
Okay, cut this part out. But the thumbnail for this video, I'm sure we can find it, and if not, we'll have to fucking Photoshop it. But it needs to be a clown in ICP. It needs to be a possum in ICP makeup.
absolutely. I can make
Everyone's
that
gonna
work.
be, what the fuck is that thumbnail for?
Because we don't have
Watch
we don't
the-
we don't we don't normally do thumbnails for this shit. Plain clown possums. Yes. What are y'all talking about? We didn't cut. There was no jump there. There was no secret conversation that you should be privy to. Fuck it, at this point they've seen the thumbnail. They know.
Did you know that, you know, for those of you that are wondering what that private conversation was, you could be privy to that private conversation for just $5 a month over on the Patreon. You get On the Lookout uncut. That's right. Any cuts that we do, we just upload it raw and reeling.
Filled with all the shit talking to our most close and personal friends. No, but that was the thing Archeopirate said to you when you were saying how I was going to grant his wish. And he's like, no, it was actually like a jab at fucking Fox.
Oh.
Because it's been over a year we've been trying to get this thing off the ground, but now he's waiting for Cat to move out to where he's at. So
Yeah, no, I just the vagueness of his wish, I was like, the Critical Role's already a thing.
is there a way to fast forward it to Thursday?
Yeah, you want to just fast forward to Thursday?
And I'm
Is
like,
it Thursday, yeah.
I saw that comment and I'm like, well, now I'm not going to do it.
Well, now I'm not going to. Kami's out here speaking for me, and that's exactly what I was going to say. So.
Yeah, I was actually watching, before this, another shout out, Country by Fire was streaming Metal Gear Solid. The PS1 classic. And, Snake. Sorry to disappoint you, but I still snuck in my smokes. How? In my stomach. The shot you gave me neutralized my stomach acid long enough. And I was like, let's see. He smokes. He sexually harasses his co-workers. He kills anyone who gets in his way. This must have been the 90s.
Sounds about right. It tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, there's, what I would say, what I wanted to bring up there for a second, as you made the comment, like, well, fine, I'm not even gonna answer now. Yeah, that's the thing. That you got people that in our community nights. That's the shade that I'll throw.
Oh, there you go.
In our community nights, you've got people saying, "Oh yeah, I'm funnier than Popo," yet you're just reusing his own jokes. That doesn't make you funnier than him. That makes you a hack. And the only person that is,
and I'm not
equally
talking about the Gallon. Or I'm not talking about squares making circles. Those aren't my jokes. That's Team 4 Star's jokes. The Popo PP Maximum is all me, though, and that's got to stop. Y'all get off my giant dick, please.
Yeah, indeed. Or the bigger thing, what I was just saying is, there's only one person, that is Popo's comedic partner. Not the foursome that is myself, Popo, Krillin, and Fox, or the foursome that is myself, Popo, Strawberry, and Fox, or the fivesome that is all of us, but the duo, the Abbott and Costello, is myself and Popo.
It is. Oh, by the
Which
way,
means-
in that video, if y'all are wondering, the sound of it dragging on the floor is that guitar behind me.
Which just to tell you, that means I'm not even going to say all the time, but there's a strong possibility if I make a comment saying something as Popo, it's probably what he would have jokingly said.
Yeah.
Because we understand each other's comedic chemistry. That's why, love Archaeopirate, awesome, good friend of the Lookout. But, he made the comment in regards to something D&D related. And I said, in quotes, but Critical Role's already a thing. What, do you want me to just fast forward it to Thursday? It's already Thursday.
Which is maybe not exactly verbatim what I would have said, but it's very much the same, point. Because I would have said something along like, okay, done. Congratulations, it's now Thursday. Critical Role will be on in 6 hours.
Exactly. So, same vibe, just different, not exact wording. Because, see, that's the thing. My thing would have been Critical Role. You're wishing for Critical Role.
Yeah, okay, done. It's now on fucking Wednesdays.
Congratulations, it already exists.
It already exists.
Did that use up my wish? Yes.
Well, it's like the one wish I'm going to be granting where, Popo, I want to make a collaborative project with you. Okay. This counts.
So wait, do I get another one? No.
One person has commented several times that they wish they looked as good as me, and I'm going to superimpose my face onto their profile picture.
There you go.
And I'm just going to be okay, look, you're done. Ta-da.
Well, and then what you got to do though is the reverse. Oh, was that not what you were looking for? Does this work better? And have it be their face superimposed onto, or their profile picture superimposed onto you, specifically in the maid outfit.
Just their picture on that.
Is this better? Is this what you were looking for?
Is this what you wanted?
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. Fuck me so hard.
God, that's one audio that I honestly conveniently seem to forget exists when I'm in that
Buffalo
fucking maid outfit, the maid at Buffalo Bill. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me so hard.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
Would you sell me propane? I'd sell me propane.
I'd sell me propane.
I'd sell me propane so hard.
I turned into Clinton there for a second. I'd sell me
do it.
propane.
Can you fuck me with the propane bottle?
Did you blow my saxophone?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been awake since 3:50 this morning.
Well, let's go ahead. I think you're dipping into former President Bill Clinton by accident while quoting Buffalo Bill is probably a good place to call it. So sorry that there wasn't really an actual central theme for this one, but that's what happens when you're just getting back into the groove of things after several weeks off because of life and the gathering and all that. The Norse Forge gathering, not the gathering of the insane clown possums. Yeah.
You don't know.
Sorry, there was no central.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just possums on their own look like juggalos. I'm sorry. It's
talking about my homies. Talking about. Yes, I actually do know an ICP song. I am not a juggalo though.
Has it go Earth, Wind, Fire, Dirt, fucking magnets? How do they work?
Fucking magnets. How do they work? But with that being said, thank you all for joining us. Stop the Lookout as always. Thank you for just sitting through two best friends bullshitting for an hour and a half.
We had a point. We made the point. We went off the rails. God, it's been too long since we talked to each other.
It's true. But we'll try and get back to actually having some themed episodes here sooner rather than later. I actually want to.
And you can expect those to go just as well.
We'll try and get to some things. I'm actually really hoping that we will have a Nintendo Direct to talk about next week because there is rumor that there will be a general Nintendo Direct on Tuesday.
Stop edging me, you roguish fuck, and give me the picture. Send.
And on that note, I have been Derek, aka Kami, CEO and founder of Atop the Lookout Productions. And remember that you are deserving of love. You are loved because I love you. And in all that you do, above all else, do good.
Who are you again?
I've been Derek, aka Kami, CEO and founder of Atop the Lookout Productions.
Oh fuck! I was just like sitting here. I was having a moral quandary. It's like, do I say it? I haven't said anything in a while. I should probably say something. Oh, and I am Matt, aka Popo, reminding you that at the time this video goes up, it might not be, but it might also still be Pride Month. So be proud of who you are. And be proud of your friends. Except if they, can't manage their fucking money. Then talk about them on your podcast with your other friend. Do that.
And remember, taste the rainbow, bitch.
Yeah.
Stick around for those of you that are on Patreon for an exclusive after credits where we'll be doing a wonderful Pride Month themed tunes. For those of you on YouTube, though, sorry, you're gonna have to go and drop a little bit of cashola over on the Patreon.
I will
love you no matter what.
We do, and I will let you in on the little secret. I've painted my balls to look like Skittles. Happy Pride, everyone.